Now we come full circle to the original question of how the Zodiac and Tarot can be used as divination tools, and whether they are really external to us. We've seen a brief interpretation of how the mind ascends through its four main divisions, which provided the basis for a symbiotic relationship with reality. We have an idea that this ascent is commemorated in all the great complex myths of every culture and epoch. However, the fact is that human consciousness found that fourness and all the prior stages were too limiting to completely account for and embrace the diversity of physical phenomena. And, without wishing to dispose of the fourth principle, it discovered the principles we know as addition and multiplication, which enabled it to combine the aspects of its own nature to expand its plastic organic template. From the 3 and the 4, the 7 and the 12 were born. In those days when man first centered himself as an authority in the universe, he looked to the night sky and found it to be analogous to his inner unconscious. Of both he was frightened, for they seemed spasmodic, chaotic, full of random happenings which threatened the autonomy of his fragile ego. It was onto the night sky that the mind of man first projected its noetic template of the 3, the 4, the 7, and the 12. William Blake referred to this projection as the Great Chain. The projection of our inner architecture gave birth to the external zodiac, with its 12 signs, 7 planets, 4 elements, and 3 modalities. We have patterned the external on the internal world. We have bonded physical and psychic energy. We have turned our minds inside out, so to speak, in order to feel acclimatized and secure in the universe. The process continued until everything was circumscribed by psychic projections. Every infant partakes of this psychic activity from the moment it enters the world. And because it is all happening unconsciously, the conscious mind ends up thinking that the universe is inherently encoded with the categories that the mind has actually projected there. This is the reason why we today think of the zodiac and the planets as innately effective on consciousness and personality. But a greater mystery is here revealed. So, in summary, divination is legitimate and possible because both the zodiac and the tarot are founded upon the 3-4, or the 7 and the 12 proportion and ratio. The tarot links with astrology, which links directly with human consciousness, because all contain the template, the schemata of the 3-4. Therefore, we cannot understand the tarot or astrology and their operations independently from an understanding of our mental dynamics. So when it is declared that the zodiac is within and that there is a living oracle inside each of us, it is said with total conviction based on the proofs given here.